be driving all the way to South Carolina for Southeast Game Exchange. I'm gonna be stopping by every major destination for game hunting. The whole entire trip is gonna be about 30 days. And there is one little catch. Whatever is the absolute best pickup I get on this entire trip, I will be giving that game away at the very end. In every single video of this series, there's gonna be a little clue, a little hint. So if you pay attention to every video, you're gonna be able to get that game for free. My name is Ryan Kane. We'll call this the Kane Come Up American Trip, the CCAT. All right guys, day 3. I'm on my way to Tucson, Arizona. There are plenty of places for me to go here. I don't think I'm gonna be able to go to all of them today, and I'm gonna be here for like 12 hours, so that says a lot. Tons of pawn shops, GameStops, a few Bookmans, which I'm gonna be trying to get rid of the last of my DVDs that I have. Yeah, I'm gonna try and hit it all. I don't think I'll be able to, but we'll see. In the previous video, I completely forgot to add in the total spent and the total value of this clip right here, so I'm gonna go ahead and add them in right now. Good deals on games, people. That's what I'm looking for. We'll see if my first stop here can do me well. Okay, pretty decent way to start it off. Life is Strange 2 Colors, Horizon Zero Dawn complete in like, it is new, but the seal on it is basically completely broken at this point. Good old Dance Central 3, The Witcher 3 complete, Fire Emblem Warriors, and not Harvest Moon, it was a little better than that, Pokemon Sword. So all of that for 42 bucks, not bad. All right, we'll see what the bitter rivals can do. Is it actually gonna be 5 though? Oh, there you go. I am torn though between Destiny for 6 or Wii Sports Resort for 5. Well, that was pretty sick. They just had a lot of really good games there for really cheap. Then 10 Dogs Dalmatian, Wii Sports Resort, and Wii Sports. They had Skyrim on Xbox One, a sealed copy of this PGA Tour. Wii Party for $10, which that might be the new giveaway game because I didn't even say anything. I just brought these up and I was ready to pay the sticker prices on all these because they're honestly, the sticker prices are really good. He ended up giving me them because I think the sticker price total was like $40. He gave them to me for like 27 bucks. So I think effectively I paid like, we'll just call it like $5 for the Wii Party. Yeah, Wii Party. Wii Party is gonna be the new giveaway game because it was a better deal than the Gundam. So here we go. There we go. All right, let's keep the ball rolling. Well, decent stuff in there, but today, a little bit too much. Yeah, you don't see that often. Yeah, nothing too crazy, just one of my favorite soccer games of all time for 10 bucks. Cool, nothing too crazy. I ended up just picking up Birds of Steel, which is decent, and then Jack and Daxter collection, which you don't see too often anymore. Both of those for 20 bucks, not too bad. Well, that worked out. I ended up getting a DS Lite with, came with those 2 games, and one of those games being pretty decent. And then they also had that NES Classic. They ended up doing $100 out the door for everything. And Double Mint Games, they're paying me $105 for both the NES and the DS Lite. So basically, I got paid $5 to have these 2 games. So I really can't complain about that. It's been over 12 hours since I've bought a 2K. Let's see if these guys can help me out. But before we get into that, I gotta mention today's video sponsor, Double Mint Games. Double Mint is looking to make selling games as easy as possible. They've recently just revamped their website and they're offering super competitive prices on games from pretty much every single generation. Personally, I've done thousands of dollars worth of business with them and they've always treated me very fairly. If you guys are looking to sell games you find in the wild, or if you're just looking to sell games from your collection that you don't want anymore, or heck, even sell your entire collection, I recommend hitting up Double Mint Games. Check out their website. There's a link down in the description. All right, back to the video. Unfortunately, my 2K addiction cannot be craved today. Now let's go give some crap to Bookman's. right, the movies are dropped off. Let's see what they got in the store. There's a couple things in the Grail case that I actually kind of want, so we'll see how much credit I get. We'll see what we can do with that. Well, they literally can only take one movie, which honestly I'm surprised they even gave me $3 for it. So I've got $5 in credit between the last two Bookmans I went to. There's one more Bookmans around here, so I'll take what I have left, see if I can get anything for it, and we'll see if I can maybe find something at the next one. Average. All right, we got a couple retro GameStops here in Tucson. This is one of them. I'm gonna check it out and see if they got anything decent. Wow, that's nasty work right there. All right, not too bad. They had some decent stuff there. I mean, obviously that Pokemon XD is pretty cool. I did check too, and they had the manual behind the counter, but $150 a bit too much. But what I got for $82, I ain't gonna complain at all. Well, that wouldn't be too bad if it wasn't missing a little something. Okay, definitely wasn't expecting that. I asked the guy how much this was the only Xbox One game that had a price tag on it. I asked them how much are the other Xbox One games. He just said they're all $5 each. And I said, okay, well, could you do any better on this one? And I mean, you can see there, it's got a $35 price tag on it, and it's not July 22nd yet. He's just like, yeah, we'd do $5 on that one too. So, okay, cool. 10 bucks for the both of these. Not gonna complain. There's a GameStop and a pawn shop literally right across the street. We'll see if I can get any more $5 goodies. Alright, nothing too crazy. Ended up picking up FIFA 19. I guess this one's also decent. I have no idea why. Is it just because Ronaldo's on the cover? You tell me. Spider-Man Web of Shadows on PS2 and Ori and the Blind Forest on Xbox One. The three of those after my points were $18, so not bad at all. Now we're gonna move on to the pawn shop right over there. Unfortunately, they just didn't really have anything good in there. We'll keep moving on. Okay, they had some Vita games here last time. We'll see if there's anything better than a little teensy bopper. Which one of these would you guys choose? Because here, they're asking the same price, so it's kind of a coin flip. Huh? Well, it's a Skyrim type of day, especially for this one right here. You don't see the anniversary edition too often. Both of these for 17 bucks, I ain't gonna complain. Well, I was gonna go to a pawn shop next, but the chick at the pawn shop actually ended up telling me that there is a game store pretty close by that I should check out. So go ahead and check it out and see if they got anything good. Cool. Nothing really crazy. I paid 24 for these, and Doublemint is gonna pay me 36 for them. So 12 bucks back in my pocket. We'll keep moving on. Decent. They were doing 3 for 20 on PS4 and Xbox games. So got Master Chief Collection, Spider-Man Miles Morales, Stardew Valley, a couple of the GTA trilogies, Horizon 2, and as well as Need for Speed Underground and Elite Beat Agents, all that for 51 bucks. Not bad at all. I did kind of mess up though. I need to go to another Bookman's, and the only other one I can go to is like 10 miles out of the way, so gonna have to waste a little bit of time and do that, but we'll do that and hopefully burn this amazing amount of credit that I got. Okay, let's see if we can do better than $3. Well, this is definitely one of the coolest looking ones. Let's see if they got any good games. Oh, wait a second. No way. I'm not even making a joke here. This is actually a really good pickup for 8 bucks. Still sealed. Well, they're already done with the trade-in, so I know I'm not getting like anything. Okay, that's actually better than I thought. Nothing crazy. They ended up giving me $9 credit there, so that plus the credit I had, I was able to get 2K17 and FIFA 19 for free. This is sealed, and it's actually pretty decent sealed, and this Doublemint's paying me 6 bucks for, so I got paid $6 to have that FIFA 19. Not gonna complain. No, nothing too crazy. Just two absolute bangers, which they did for $3 each, and then God of War 3. So double mint, they're paying me $11 on these. The total was $12, so I basically paid $1 for God of War 3 Remastered, so not too bad. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. They didn't have any games except for one, and the one they had was Black Myth Wukong for $10. Definitely not one I'd ever expect a pawn shop to just randomly have, but you know what, I'll take it. Not bad at all. Ended up picking up the Super Nintendo Classic, you already know, Ghost of Tsushima on PS5 and Red Dead 2. All that for $70, but Double Mint is buying the Super Nintendo and 2K17 for $66. So basically, I got Ghost and Red Dead 2 for $2 each, so not bad at all. Okay, I'm actually pretty satisfied with the day so far. I've been pretty much able to go everywhere I wanted to go, and I have enough time to go to the last 3 places. One pawn shop here, one down the road, and then GameStop over there. Let's go and check it out. You just never see stuff like this in a pawn shop. All right, that went way better than expected. Yeah, just honestly a really cool selection of games for a pawn shop. You definitely never see like limited run titles or just rare titles like this like ever at a pawn shop. The guy there ended up working me a really good deal. So these 3 games are just going to Double Mint. They're paying me $40 for these. So basically I got everything here for $100, which is not a bad deal at all considering there are some really good titles here. And this is one I don't see often, but Microsoft Flight Simulator on Series X is actually pretty decent, even as loose discs. And then getting rare games like this is always cool too. So for $100, not gonna complain. Okay, last pawn shop of the day, and then we'll move on to GameStop. Not expecting anything crazy here, especially not compared to what I just got. But you know, if I can get a 2K or something, I'd be very happy. Whoa, 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 what is going on there? It was cool seeing some PS1 games, but nothing really that I wanted. Okay, last stop of the day is gonna be GameStop. It's a retro GameStop here in Tucson. We'll see if they got anything cool. Honestly, I've gotten enough great stuff today where anything I get here is just a nice little cherry on top. All right, that was super decent. Tucson has treated me well. Ended up picking up Killzone Mercenary, Radiant Historia, Guitar Hero Smash Hits, and 3 copies of Smash Brothers on 3DS, all that for $71. So not bad at all. Honestly, the day went really, really well. I was not expecting to get this many games today, but it's much appreciated. Next up, I'll be heading towards New Mexico and then Texas after that. We'll see how that goes, but regardless of that, I'll see you guys next time.